Gamers, gamers, gamers. I swear, every day that goes by, I lose more and more faith in the people that play this video game. I decided to take some time scrolling through the DBD forums to try to get a feel for how the people felt about the clown. And now I think I get it. I think I finally get it. I think I finally understand why DBD makes the decisions that they always do. DBD doesn't care about what I think. I have 2,500 hours in the game. DBD doesn't care about what players with 3, 4, 5,000 hours in the game, 2,000 hours, 1,500 hours. DBD listens to the people like this. These are the kinds of people that DBD balances this game for. Makes me sick. Let me tell you something right now, guys. Okay, Clown did not get a nerf. I don't know how you could look at the changes that were made to Clown and call this a nerf. Oh, exhaustion bottles are gone. Oh, now I have to deal with dead hard. Oh, I can't increase the intoxicated status effect to make it last 10 years. Oh, a survivor's gonna come up behind me and use the speed boost to run around and get a flashlight save that they wouldn't have been able to get without the speed boost. Oh, just shut up, dude. Just shut up. Shut up. How could this possibly be interpreted as a nerf? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not gonna spend any more brain cells on the people that think like this and get DBD to make the sort of decisions that they do by just crying the loudest out of everybody. Okay, but what we are gonna talk about is the changes. We're gonna talk about the stuff that they did change, the exciting stuff, the new stuff, the shiny object syndrome that keeps people coming back to this game, okay? So I'm just gonna let the gameplay roll here in the background while we talk about this, the exciting stuff that's here now, okay? So obviously the first thing that you think about whenever you look at the Clown rework is the new bottles. So he's got two types of bottles now. The Afterpiece Tonic is the exact same bottle that Clown has always had. Nothing's really changed about it. The Afterpiece Antidote, however, is his new bottle, which is clearly just the antidote to the tonic, in name and in practice. So the Afterpiece Antidote will give you a 10% speed boost for 5 seconds. So Clown is a 115 killer, which means for about 5 seconds after you enter the Afterpiece Antidote, you'll be moving at about a 126.5 speed. When I first saw this introduced as one of his powers, I thought that it might introduce some interesting gameplay mechanics. You think about some of the longer loops, maybe like seawall pallets, or you could maybe even use it at like an LT wall, something to give you like a little bit extra boost of speed to where when the survivor has to hesitate for a second to see if you're doubling back, then you can come around the corner with that speed boost and you'll be able to get the down for free. However, in practice, this isn't as strong as I was thinking, which is probably good. What I had in mind, what I thought it might be like, was probably a little bit too strong. It has its uses, and it's helpful for closing the gaps on survivors. However, it takes about a full second or a second and a half for the bottle or for the antidote gas to spread out and to actually give you that status effect. So it's not something that you can just throw straight down at your feet and get a speed boost for 5 seconds. You have to throw it out in front of you quite a ways in order to be able to move through the gas and catch that speed boost without having to like stop or strafe within the cloud to make sure you get it. Because if you do that, if you strafe or if you have to stop at all in that cloud, then the ground you lose from stopping, you're not even going to make that up with the speed boost. So it's going to be a net loss. So using it around loops with pallets is going to take a little bit more practice before you really get the hang of it and can use it effectively. And then even if you are using it around a loop, if the survivor just holds W and then they can get to the cloud before it disappears, then they're going to get that speed boost as well. However, even with these issues, I think it's a really good change. I think it's exciting. I think it's a little bit different. I'm not sure how it changes the Clown counterplay though, which is the main issue with Clown. The main issue with Clown isn't that he's bad. Okay, I mean, Clown's bad. He doesn't have a lot of gen pressure. He doesn't have a lot of mobility. He's not a very good killer. But the main issue that a lot of the community has with Clown, including myself, is just that he's boring. Clown's power is boring, Clown's counterplay is boring, and it just leads to boring matches. If you're getting chased by a Clown, the counterplay is to just drop the pallet early and then get as many gens done as you can before you run out of resources. And so good Clowns tend to just create a lot of dead zones and then patrol those dead zones and keep those gens active so that they can punish you in those dead zones. And I'm not sure that counterplay changed at all with this rework. The new bottles don't add enough to... you're still not going to get punished for dropping the pallets early. I guess he could maybe catch you between loops faster if he uses the speed bottles. In the games that I played, I never really found that to be a possibility or even a likelihood. It was difficult to use those bottles like in between loops on chases. So even if this change does make Clown better, he's still not going to be very fun. I think it makes things more fun on the killer side for sure. There's a lot more mind games that you can play, a lot of plays that you wouldn't be able to make usually that you could now. It brings a lot more variety to his gameplay than just throw a tonic on one side of the pallet and run to the other and force them into the gas and then get the hit before they reach the pallet. Like that was Clown's trap before this, right? You get to a loop, you throw the bottle on the left side of the loop, you go to the right, force the survivor to the left, and then when they pass through the cloud, you double back and they can't get to the pallet in time and you get the hit, right? That was Clown play. So now it provides just like a little bit more variety. You can do more things, you can do more interesting things. So it should make it more exciting to play Clown. I'm not sure if it makes it more exciting to play against Clown, which to me is way more important, but I'm not sure behavior thinks that way. I honestly don't know what they think. I don't know what they value. I don't know what they want the game to be like. I don't know. Whenever they balance things, I'm not sure which direction they're trying to push it. I don't know if they're trying to push it into a more balanced area, a more fun area, a more competitive area. I really have no idea. But regardless, the bottles were fun. I really enjoyed playing these games with him. There could probably be some compatibility between his new power and some perks. Like I've seen some people using coup de grace with those speed boost bottles, which could be really nice. Obviously play with your food. If you're getting a 15% speed boost from play with your food and then you stack a 10% speed boost on top of that for a little bit, you can probably make some crazy plays. Imagine a 15% play with your food plus a 10% invigoration plus a coup de grace lunge. Honestly, the ground that you could cover with that might make this entire rework worth it. But for one of the killers had probably the lowest pick rate. It's nice that they're giving him some attention. The new bottles are nice. I look forward to seeing the kind of plays that people can make with it. Should make some interesting moments. As far as where does Clown sit in a tier list now, he's still going to be towards the bottom. There's still not very many killers that are worse than Clown. Before it was Bubba, but with Bubba's rework, he's way stronger now. You're looking at maybe Trapper, I guess. Legion, I guess. The Twins, maybe. I honestly don't know if there's any... I think he might still be the worst killer in the game. Maybe Wraith, Trapper, or Legion. Legion might be worse than Clown. I'm really not sure. He's still gonna be... You have a case to make that he's still the worst killer in the game, but I think that's okay. I don't think every killer... You can't have every killer in A tier. Someone's got to be the worst, so it might as well be Clown, right? We can talk about his add-ons now. Most of them have stayed exactly the same. Sick transition. WAP. Most of his add-ons are the same. A couple of them have been changed. Pinky Finger is still there. This is honestly, I think, the most toxic add-on in the game. I'll play against an Eerie Head Huntress, but even with DC penalties, I will DC against a Pinky Finger Clown. Do not try me. Pinky Finger's still the same. The middle finger's still the same. You're going to see some of these have been changed. So Cigar Box got changed. When any player becomes invigorated, they see all other players' auras within 60 meters. That goes for Clown, that goes for survivors. You could save yourself from potential flashlight saves or pallet saves or finding those immerse survivors. If someone's immersing near a gin, you can swap to your invigorated bottles, just throw one straight down, get invigorated, and then find them. All the blindies. This will be a nice anti-blindy add-on. Ether 15% is still there, considerably increase intoxicated duration. Garish makeup kit now considerably increases the invigorated effect, so that'll be nice to give you that speed boost for a little bit longer than 5%. I'm not exactly sure what the numbers are on that. I'm sure they'll come out on the wiki pretty soon. Expand the area. These are all basically the same. The inner souls stay the same, so it moderately increases your movement speed while you're reloading. Oh, the reload. Yeah, we didn't even mention the reload speed buff. That in and of itself is huge. Cutting your reload time down from 5 seconds to 3 seconds is actually massive, dude. I don't think people realize how massive that is. So here's the one new add-on. Well, there's two new add-ons. This one just expands the gas area of the antidote of the invigorated bottles. That gas area will just be bigger now. That's really the only new one. So you got Mangled. He doesn't have exhaustion bottles anymore, which, thank goodness. I think all exhaustion add-ons should be removed from the game. Those are ancient add-ons from a different time, and I think they should just be taken out. See a lot of killer mains upset about it because now they have to try to play around perks. I don't know why you want an add-on to just remove perks from the game. Seems silly. Blindness add-on, moderately increase invigorated effect duration, so you can double up with Garish and Solvent Jug to really give you pretty nasty duration on that 10% speed buff. Cooldown between bottle throws. This is all basically the same. Thick Cork Stopper is still here. Decreases your reload speed time from 3 seconds down to 2 seconds. I'm not sure if that change is enough to merit running it. It might be more worth it to just bring the extra bottle, but a 2-second reload speed is going to be really fucking quick, so you might honestly like running that. I didn't use these either, the parade gloves. They changed the thrown bottle arc. I don't know if that means you can throw it farther, you throw it higher, you throw it lower. I'd love to get in and play around with that a little bit. Party bottle, this is the one that I did use. This one's stupid, but I love it. I love stupid stuff like this. So when you throw party bottles, they shower some confetti, and when you hit someone with a bottle directly, it plays a little this like the same sound of when you would headshot a grunt in Halo 3. You know what I'm saying? That old mod, when you'd headshot the grunt, the confetti would come out and it would play the little party. The party horns. It makes that same sound. So this is super dope. I really like this add-on. And then VHS porn got changed where it now flips the colors of the clouds. In one of the games that we played against Bardock, I actually had this add-on on, and it was confusing the hell out of everybody in that lobby. They didn't know that this add-on existed. They didn't know what was going on, and they were getting super confused, and they kept willingly running into my tonic bottles. So VHS porn might be funny. It's a brown add-on, so it's not going to be game-changing. But it's nice to just add in a little bit more mind games with the survivors, as long as you don't mind game yourself with it as well, because I will tell you, I was getting very confused the first game that I ran it. But I also put it on the very first game that I played the new clown ever, which was a terrible idea. So then I was super confused the whole time. So make sure you know you've got it on and make sure you know what you're doing. All in all, I think the changes are pretty good. Clown has become more fun. And I think that's the main thing. I think you just need to add more variety to the killers and make it easier for people to have fun playing them. When people get funneled into a single sort of play style with a killer, that's when shit gets really boring. That's why I never run Save the Best for Last on Demogorgon. With all the build guides that are out for killers now, I feel like people just get so funneled into a specific playstyle for a specific killer. And then as a survivor, anytime you play a killer, they all play the exact same way. And that's when the game gets really stale and it gets really boring, when people get super predictable. So adding more variety and ways for killers to use their powers in unique ways, I think is very, very important. But of course, what do I know? I'm not part of the dev team. They don't ask me anything. So, alright gamers, that's gonna do it for this video. I look forward to seeing your coup de grace, play with your food, 6,000 IQ plays. So you guys get out there, start throwing some bottles and suck on a little fingers, huh? Peace. I can't see anything.